why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women. The masculinity on earth has diminished drastically that guys don't even come up to you anymore. They'll just stare at you from a distance. As a woman who's trying to embody her feminine energy, you're not going to catch me going up to the guy. You're just not. We can just stare at each other. Say shout out to the guys who are confident enough to walk up to women, because guys don't do that anymore. If God were to guarantee that your 20th person would be the love of your life, you would be so happy to be rejected by all 19. So why are men not confident enough to walk up to women now? We don't chase. We signal like, you can come up to me now. But all men do is just look at you now. And of course, like, if the woman is interested, she's gonna keep looking your way too, but it just like stays like that. Nothing ever happens because men don't walk up to women anymore, or they're just tired of being rejected. But it's like, if God were to tell you that you're gonna go through 20 rejections before you get to your yes, and that's gonna be the love of your life, you guys would be so happy to go through all 20 because you were just so closer to the love of your life. Come on, guys, you guys gotta do better.
First, men don't walk up to women anymore, and I'm going to say the part nobody wants to hear. It's not because men suddenly lost testosterone, it's because modern dating trained them to hesitate, overthink, and wait for permission instead of leading. Guys today stare, analyze, and second-guess themselves like they're about to submit a job application, not say hello. Rejection didn't get scarier, your tolerance for discomfort got weaker. Masculinity isn't dead, but it's definitely buffering. And before someone cries, confidence comes in different forms. Spare me. Attraction doesn't start with eye contact from across the room and a fantasy in your head. It starts with action. Women don't chase, we signal. If she keeps looking, smiles, slows down, that's your green light. If you still don't move, that's not respect. That's fear wearing a hoodie. Here's the truth. Every man who gets the girl accepted rejection as the entry fee. The guys who complain about dating being broken are usually the same ones waiting for guarantees before they take a step. Confidence isn't loud, it's decisive. And yes, rejection stings. But regret lasts longer. If this hit you, like and subscribe, because this channel tells the truth most people are scared to say. Question for the comments. What's really stopping men from approaching now? Fear of rejection, fear of embarrassment, or fear of being judged online?
Wonder why high-value men are not approaching you? It's not because they don't exist. It's because women scared them all away. All I see on social media is men being canceled and scrutinized just for being men. We have literally embarrassed, belittled, and threatened men just for trying to approach us women. I understand there are some horror stories out there, but women can be just as guilty. All the high-value men are doing the same thing us women do on a daily basis. Like, go to the gym, go to work, get coffee, go to the grocery store. The problem is that women have become so cold and out of touch with our feminine energy that men are literally horrified of being that guy or getting canceled and trashed on. Most of them have just completely backed off because we women have been screaming at them not to come talk to us. We have to take accountability for our action and behavior as women and stop making men look like monsters and start embodying our feminine energy to be more warm and inviting for the right man to swoop you off your feet.
Second, wonder why high-value men aren't approaching you anymore. It's not because they disappeared. It's because women trained them to stay away. Let's stop pretending men just woke up scared one day. Men didn't suddenly lose confidence. They got punished for having it. One awkward approach gets labeled creepy. One misread signal gets blasted on social media. And suddenly a man is public enemy number one for saying hello. So now the smart men, the disciplined men, the men with careers, routines, and self-respect decided to opt out. They go to work, the gym, the grocery store, and straight home. Not because they're weak, but because they're not stupid. Here's the roast nobody wants to hear. Women say, approach us, then flinch when a man does. You want masculine energy, but react like masculinity is a threat. You want confidence, but shame men for risking rejection. You want leadership, but punish initiative. And then you sit there confused, wondering why only low-effort guys slide into your DMs. Newsflash. Confident men don't chase hostile energy. They choose peace. High-value men are watching. They're observing how women talk about men online. They're seeing cancel culture, humiliation clips, and ick videos over nothing. And they're saying, no thanks. Because no man with options is going to risk his reputation just to entertain cold, entitled behavior wrapped in, I'm in my feminine era. If you want men to approach again, stop making masculinity the villain. Warmth is not weakness. Being approachable is not desperation. Feminine energy isn't loud, it's inviting. Men don't need to be trained to lead again. Women need to stop punishing them for trying. Like and subscribe if you're tired of the dating nonsense and want real conversations instead of fairy tales. Question for you. Be honest, are men scared or are women just unapproachable now? This one's gonna hurt feelings. Let me know in the comments.
Why men stop chasing women. Now listen up and listen very carefully. Number one, he got what he wanted way too soon, okay? And that goes with physical and that goes with emotional, okay? Maybe you said something, or maybe you gave him something, a part of you, okay? You know where I'm getting at. And he doesn't have any mystery anymore. He doesn't need to try anymore. Number two, he forgets what makes you great. Now this happens in a lot of the times when you're long distance after just kind of starting to talk. He forgets that feeling that he had when he was with you. He forgets what made you amazing, what made you the one of interest to him. Number three, you went way too hard, way too fast, okay? If you're saying too much, if you're doing too much, if you're giving in too much, if you're doing his laundry, if you're cleaning his house, that's way too much. It's gonna scare him off. And that kind of explains number four, you're just trying way too hard. He doesn't have to put in any effort anymore because you're literally doing it all for him. And it's kind of an ick when you're trying way too hard in the beginning. Number five is very sad, okay? It became easy. And he got very, very bored. You didn't insist that you needed flowers or dinner or affection or physical touch or anything or reassurance. You were just way too easy for him. And he's quite literally bored and on to the next. And last but not least, you're being too nice. Men, unfortunately, love bitches. Okay, they love them. You need to be a little bit bitchy to him. You need to give him a little, you know, that like fierceness out of you. You need to give that to him, okay? Because if you're too nice, he's gonna run. So let's not lose him, okay? Let's make him chase you again. You are so very welcome.
Third, listen carefully because this is why men stop chasing and nobody wants to hear it. Men didn't suddenly become lazy, soft, or scared. They adapted. Chasing used to mean effort was rewarded. Now it means effort gets punished. You chase, you're called desperate. You pursue, you're doing too much. You lead, you're controlling. So men learn the lesson fast. Stop chasing and let women expose what they actually value. And here's the brutal truth. When a man stops chasing, it's usually because you made it too easy, too predictable, and way too available. Mystery died. Challenge vanished. You became the girlfriend before he earned it, the emotional support system before commitment, the peace without the price. And once a man feels like he already has you, his brain checks out. That's not cruelty. That's male psychology. Men value what requires effort. If you remove the effort, you remove the desire. Harsh? Yes. Real? Absolutely. And before the comments explode with, men just want toxic women, relax. Men don't love chaos, they love contrast. Femininity with boundaries, warmth with standards, sweetness with a spine. Be too nice, too fast, too available, and don't act shocked when he stops chasing. Because from his perspective, there's nothing left to hunt. If he stopped chasing, ask yourself, did he lose interest? Or did you give him the finish line at the starting gun? Do men stop chasing because women change, or because they get everything too easily? Be honest, like if this triggered you a little. Subscribe if you want the truth men won't say out loud.
I just want to talk about the men not approaching women thing. If you are a man and you are watching this, you have to be not afraid to be rejected. That's part of the game. That's part of being a man. You have to be okay with being rejected. You can't be a beta. You can't be a pussy. You have to go up to women and be fine if she says no. That's it. And it's not a reflection on you. she's just not into you if she says no. But go up to women. If you see a cute girl at the gym, like, there's ways you can go up to women that aren't creepy. Like, you can be like, hey, do you need a spot? Like, say something about their form, or just like say hi. Just say hi. It's so easy. If a girl's looking at you at a bar, go up to her. She wants you. If you see a cute girl at a bar, go up to her. You don't even have to buy her a drink. Just say hi. Compliment something about what she's wearing. Compliment, like, her hair, anything. It's not that hard. It's very easy. You just have to be not scared of getting rejected is the thing. That is part of being a man. So what? You want us to go up to you so the girls have to not be scared to get rejected? That's what it's come to? No. As a man, you're the one that has to put yourself out there and be okay getting rejected. That's the risk that you take by being a man. So man up, everyone. Pull up your pants, find your man card, okay? Because I think you lost it, and go up to a girl this weekend.
Let me say this in a way that's going to hurt a little. Men stopped approaching women because too many of you are terrified of rejection. And no, I'm not sugarcoating it. Rejection is not trauma, it's tuition. It's the price of being a man. Somewhere along the way, confidence got replaced with staring contests from across the room. And what if she doesn't like me? Anxiety. Newsflash. She doesn't know you yet, that's the point. If she says no, that's not an attack on your worth, that's just data. But instead of taking the shot, too many guys sit there hoping women will do the approaching, the leading, the risking. That's not masculine, that's passive. And before anyone cries, but it's creepy, let's be honest. Confidence isn't creepy, entitlement is. Saying hi, giving a normal compliment, or starting a light conversation isn't harassment. It's called being socially functional. If you can talk to your boys, your boss, or a cashier, you can talk to a woman. And no, you don't need a pickup line, a drink budget, or permission from Twitter. What you need is a spine. Men who complain that women never notice them usually aren't invisible. They're just silent. Masculinity didn't disappear. It got scared. So here's the challenge. Stop waiting to feel confident and go earn it. Approach, get rejected, survive, repeat. That's how confidence is built. If this hit you, like and subscribe because I'm not here to comfort egos. I'm here to wake people up. Now I want to hear from you men. What's really stopping you from approaching? Fear of rejection or fear of looking stupid? Women. Do you want men to approach? Or did social media scare you into saying you don't? Let the comments fight it out.
Can we start a petition to bring dates back? Low-key, fun, casual dates? Because chivalry's fucking dead. Social media has killed romance. Men in this generation don't have fucking brains. Guys don't ask girls on dates anymore. Like, why not if you see someone that you think's cute? Hey, you want to go get a drink? You want to grab dinner? You want to go do something fun? Yeah. Why is it, oh, what's your snap? What's your text? I personally think it's not that deep if you go grab a drink. Like, that is not deep. That is not serious. But guys seem to think that's so serious, and they'll only do that if they're already in a situationship or a talking stage or something. And I think it sucks. I think it's kind of sad. No one wants to get to know each other face to face anymore. They want to have all the small talk, surface level bullshit conversations over text or Snap. I don't know. Is this a hot take? Am I way off on this one? Am I right? I'm probably right. I'm always right.
5. Let's be real for a second. Can we please start a petition to bring actual dates back? Not interviews, not snap streaks, not 6 weeks of talking, but real, low-pressure, fun dates. Because chivalry isn't just dead. It's been buried by social media and ghosted for 3 days. Men don't ask women out anymore, and no, it's not because women are too intimidating. It's because scrolling has replaced courage. If you see someone you're attracted to, asking, "Want to grab a drink?" is not a marriage proposal. It's basic human interaction. But instead, guys want your Snapchat like it's a loyalty card, then send memes for 3 weeks and wonder why nothing goes anywhere. Newsflash. Chemistry is built face-to-face, not through filtered selfies and dry texts. Dating has turned into digital small-talk Olympics, and everyone's surprised romance feels dead. If you're scared a casual drink is too serious, congratulations. You're not emotionally unavailable, you're just socially underdeveloped. Talking stages are just commitment limbo for people afraid of effort. If this triggered you, good, it means it hit. Now tell me in the comments, are real dates dead or are people just lazy? Like and subscribe if you're tired of situationships and want dating to make sense again.